Hi everyone, sorry for the delay. I just joined the stream. I was having really difficulty connecting my streaming software. Sorry about the delay, sorry for wasting your time. And thank you so much for waiting patiently. For the new joinees, hi, I'm Akshuti. I am a data analyst working in the AI industry by profession. And I also create content here on social media like Twitter and Medium. Now I'm just getting started with YouTube, and my first cohort is these 15 days of SQL challenge where we practice for 30 minutes each day. I hope I am visible and audible both because I was facing a lot of issues connecting this. So if anyone's here, you please let me know in the chat if you can see it properly and everything is visible or not. So thank you all for joining. Today we'll be learning about order by as the schedule suggested. For those of you who have not joined the challenge yet, we are going to meet for 15 days straight, half an hour every day, and getting things done, practicing SQL through exercises and learning new things together, being accountable, holding each other accountable by sharing our journey on Twitter with the hashtag 15 days of SQL. And yeah, let's get started. I will post the tutorial link in the chat in case you don't have that ClickUp schedule which has all of it together. And let's begin. So now in the previous lectures we have seen operators where we use them to compare data, filter it out, or compare data to a specific pattern and not the exact value that we give. Logical operators like was used. We also learned about arithmetic operator which help us transform two or more columns in a way that a new derived column is generated, which is a resultant of some operations, some arithmetic operations on those columns. Now today we'll be seeing that okay, we have filtered data, we have gathered data which follows a certain pattern, and we have derived a column by performing operations on our data. But what next? How do you present your data? How do you format it? For that, we'll be using the order by clause. And since SQL, everything is very English friendly and there are not many technical jargons, you can clearly say what would be the usage of order by, that is ordering row entries in a format specified by the user. So see, we all have been doing the select star from quite some time. If this is new to somebody, you can check the previous videos in the series. I'll give an overview that select star is used to select all of the columns together. Then the from clause is used to specify which table and which database we need to extract our data from. Next, we have the where clause. Where is used to filter data based on a certain condition. Here the condition is that the year should be equal to 2013. Now that we have done selecting columns, filtering columns, the next part is that we need to order by something, because having them in a haphazard manner, oftentimes when data is getting uploaded, the order is not mattered much, but for you, for your analysis, for presenting it in such a way that it is properly visible to everyone, it is necessary for you to extract data in such a way that it is useful to the viewer. And oftentimes we would be needing the order to be in a certain fashion, may it ascending, be it descending, or may it be through two columns, two or more columns. So that we'll be doing by the order by clause. What order by does is, it takes the name of a column and then it will arrange all of the columns, all of the values in that column in an ascending fashion. So say your rank had some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whichever it had. So it will be arranged or ordered in such a way that the smallest is first and the largest is at last. By default, when you say order by and some column name, you would be having the results in an ascending order. To make it descending, because sometimes we would need the highest numbers first, like if I want the top clients. So I would want to arrange it in such a way that I get the highest paying clients first. So what I do is I arrange in the descending fashion, that I get the highest revenue generating clients at the top. So for that, we would have to specify after the order by and column name another keyword called descending, specified by DESC. So you have order by, your rank, which is the column name, and then if you want it as ascending, you can leave it at this. If you want the descending order to take place, you would have to add another keyword called DESC, which specifies that you want the order to be in a descending fashion. Okay, let's start practicing problems together. I specify this all the time, that you should be having your environment open here and not treat this as a theory lecture where I'm just talking something and you're listening it. That won't help. That doesn't help in tech. You have to get hands-on and you have to do things. So please open this practice problem. You can just click on that, try it out, and it will move you there. What was the problem actually? So write a query that returns all rows from 2012 ordered by song title from Z to A. So I feel this query has two parts. The first part says that we want the query that returns all of the songs which have been in the year 2012. For that, which clause would we be using? If you have any ideas or guesses, you can put them in the chat box. And the second part is, which we are practicing today, is that we need them to be ordered from Z to A. So first, let's take the former part of the problem. To write a query that returns all rows from 2012, we have been specified a value that is 2012. So for that, we'll first start with select, because select is how we always start our queries. Then since it is not specified if we want certain columns, we would just be using star, which will select all of the columns from. Now what is the table name? It is this. So tutorial is the database where the data table is stored. Next is the table name. So database dot table name. Next, our next part of our query is we want the year to be 2012. So we will add a where clause. And what does where clause do? It helps us filter rows with the help of a condition. The condition here would be year is 2012. So we will say year equal to 2012. If any one of you has any other approach to this. Next, now the part which we'll be practicing today, I think the where and condition we have covered in the previous videos. The next part is that we want it to be ordered by the song title from Z to A. So first let's see which column actually produces the song title, because I don't remember the column name for song title. Then we'll see. Now you'll be able to see that we only have gotten all of those rows which have 2012 as their year. because we specified it in our condition that we want the year to be 2012 in the where clause. Now we want the song name. Okay, so it is by the column name here is song name. The next part of the query is that we want to order it by song name. There's one thing else which is specified if you read the question carefully again, is that we want the song title to be from Z to A, which is Z to A is a descending fashion, so we will be using the keyword DESC, since by default the order by clause works in an ascending fashion, and if we want to have it in a descending way, we need to specify it. Now you will be able to see that the song name is ordered in such a way that the alphabets which occur later have occurred here first. So Y has occurred before, then W, then T, S, P, and at last we have the A, B, C, D, E. So we know that now what we've done is correct. Let's view the answer and cross check. So I think they did the same thing we did. They have first filtered the year by 2012, which we did, and then they have ordered it by the song name in a descending fashion. So we are correct here. Let's go ahead. Okay, now I'll give a solution and let me know if I want the artist in such a way that I get the artist with the name starting with A first and the artists with their name starting with Z later. So what do you think we'd be doing then? Any guesses? No problem. What I wanted here was that I would order it by artist, and since I want the names with A first, I will remove this. By default, it will order it in an ascending fashion. And now you see we see the artists such that when ordering in the order happens actually in the ASCII codes, and the ASCII codes have the numeric things before. So here you see two changes first, and then we have everything by A. So Adam, Adele, Alex, Big Sean. Now it is ordered in an ascending fashion, that the alphabet that occurs first in the alphabetical order is occurring first, and then the later, as we go further, we have the alphabet increasing. Now there are times that now here we are doing it with one column, just one column. There are times when we'll have tiebreakers. So what if two artists have the same name? How would I want? I mean, here see you have Nicki Minaj 4 times. So after this, okay, Shrikar, actually my question was how would I want to write the query if I want the artist to be assigned in such a way that the artists having their name starting with A appear first. That was what my question was. We have solved it now. on to the next question, that is ordering by multiple columns. So certain times what happens is we order it and we get the order as we wanted, but there are ties. See, now when I have ordered it by the artist name, it is possible that an artist has released multiple songs and there are multiple entries with the name of that artist. So now we have multiple columns. Now what should we do when we have such ties? So what we suggest is, after that, what is the next level of hierarchy that we should be ordering it with? That is specified. You can just add a comma separated list of columns. Like I'll say that, okay, once you have given me the artist name, next I want it to be, if the artist name is same, I want it to be ordered by the year rank next. Okay, and since I have not specified here anything, it will again sort it in an ascending fashion. So now you see how Nicki Minaj is 4 times here and the year rank is in a haphazard fashion, like 35, 57, 35, 9. Now see what happens when we execute the query this time. Okay, so now that the query is accepted, now you see Adele appeared 4 times here, but it was not, the year rank is not in a haphazard fashion, now it is in an ascending fashion, 12, 43, 64, 71. Now what we have done is, even if the artist has ties while calculating the order rank, it ranks the queries next by another column, which is the year rank. Now year rank cannot be same for an artist. So now that it is ordering it is ordering it in an ascending fashion with 2 columns. Now what if I wanted the year rank to be descending, but the artist to still be ascending? So what I'll say, I'll have to explicitly say for each of those that what I want. So if I want the artist to be descending, I'd have to write art descending after artist. And the next is, now you'll see that even though we're getting the artist, the names of the artist with the names later, at first, still the year rank when there's a tie is in an ascending fashion. You see 4, 32, 73, 86 for the same artist. Now if I want the year rank to be descending and the artist to remain in ascending fashion, I'd have to write descending after artist, after the year rank, sorry. So now you see we can order it using multiple columns. However, if we want ascending or descending for each of them, we would have to explicitly specify for each of those columns. And we can say that, we can do that. If I want one to be ascending, the second one to be descending, I can write that. It's just that I'd have to specify it explicitly within, if I had another column, say year after this. So if I want year rank to be descending, I'd have to write descending next to year rank. If I want year to be descending, I'd have to again write descending in front of year. That is it. Ascending, descending happens for each column, and if you want it at each level of hierarchy, you'd have to specify if you want ordering to be happening in ascending fashion or descending fashion. Okay, so that's it for today. We learned how to order queries using the ascending order, using the descending order, and taking the help of multiple columns. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. I was really not able to connect my streaming software. Thank you all for staying here, and I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope I'll see you tomorrow and we'll finish 33%, that is one third of our 50 days of SQL challenge. Go through the tutorials, read the blog, and see you later. Bye.